Hi, everybody. I hope you can hear me. I'm not sure quite how the volume is working on this just at the moment. Um, just bear with me. Try not to cut you off as well. Okay, I think we're recording. My microphone little icon is buzzing, so we'll bear with it. If nothing happens, I will re-record later and send it out to you again. Okay, so these things are sent to try us, and what's always brilliant about the magic of yoga is that we can take a deep breath and hopefully let it go. So today is our second class. And what I really wanted to talk about today was one of the key reasons that I believe yoga and horsemanship overlap. Because people often ask me, what makes a great yogi? I've been at beginners for a while now. Can I go to the next level, whatever the next level is? I personally don't do levels in yoga. But what I always say is that what makes a great yogi is awareness. It's not just knowing what we want, but also what we need, really tuning into our own bodies and our own selves and making those adjustments as we need to match our energy or our emotional, physical or spiritual selves. I think the same is true of horsemanship as well. So, we need great awareness. We need to know where our horses are in space. We don't want to be stood upon or barged into. We need to know what's going on around us so we can predict what might cause us some spooking or some calmness even, or just to know. And we also need to be super aware of ourselves. Horses can hear our heartbeats from 4 feet away. So whilst we might think we're giving over a positive and calm image, they can actually get beneath that, and they're much cleverer at reading our innate and our automatic body language than we are. So we might feel that we're standing calmly and under control, but actually they're reading the deep soul between us. So what we're going to do today is really come on to our mats and think about self-awareness. So for every shape, every breath we take today, I want you to really focus in on how you are experiencing that in your body. So that said, coming into your comfortable seated position, whatever that is, cross-legged, leg straight, you choose. Yogi's choice, hands on your lap, on your knees. And maybe just for a moment, starting to soften the gaze or close down the eyes. Allow yourself, excuse me, this moment to settle. And just take a moment to check in with yourself. Where are you today? Are you feeling calm or excited? Settled, happy? How is your energy? Are you tired this morning maybe? Or is your energy brimful and bubbling over? And if you have energy, high or low levels, where are you experiencing that in your body? Tune into your breath and become aware of the rise and the fall of the chest and the heart center. And notice how the air expands the chest, not just forwards, but to the sides and to the back as well. A moment just to check in. And dropping our hands to our mat, allow the palms of our hands to connect with the earth. Experience the feeling of your hands on the floor. Where is touching? I find that the palms of my hands dome a little. So I'm touching through the pads and knuckles of my fingers, maybe the heel of my hand, but the middle of my hand is raised away. And I can push that into the floor. I can choose to allow my hands to soften and raise a little. Notice where your hands are. Notice if you're holding tension in your hands. And if you are, invite a little softening. We'll inhale to breathe in and bring those arms up overhead. Keep the elbows soft. Allow the collarbones to smile, the upper body to stay open. Exhale, bring them all the way down. Inhale, take them all the way up, and this time bring the left arm down and the right arm up and over the top. Notice the sensations in the right side body, an opening and a stretch, and maybe a little compression into the left. Feel where your body is in space. Inhale, come up to center. And this time, take that to the opposite side. So placing the right hand down, reaching up and over with the left. And taking a moment just to notice and feel into this side of the body. Maybe this side resonates a little differently from the previous. And that's okay, none of us is symmetrical. Inhale, coming back to center. Interlace the fingers and push the hands gently away. So not straining tight, but a gentle pressure, a pull upwards. Imagine a beautiful golden thread is drawing your hands towards the sky. Bring the hands in front of us, the palms facing forward. Round the shoulders and drop the head. So we're feeling a lengthening and a rounding in the back body, maybe an opening, a little opening between the shoulders. Inhale, come up straight, release the grip, and take the hands behind us, roll the shoulders, and open the heart center to the sky. So this time the opening is in the front body. And notice the sensations in the shoulders and in the shoulder blades. Maybe the shoulder blades are squeezing together. Maybe you feel a little opening in the shoulder joints themselves. Soften the elbows, release the hands without taking a slingshot. And I'm going to come sideways to show you the next shape. So wherever you are, place your hands on your knees. And we're going to take a deep breath in and lengthen through the front body. As we exhale, rounding through the back. Inhale, lengthening the front. Exhale, rounding through the back. So we're starting to introduce a little movement into the spine. Extending and flexing. So maybe you stay here, enjoying the luxury of this. Or maybe be adding the arms. And as we extend the front body, we reach the arms up. And as we draw backwards, we create fist, pull our hands back and lift our legs. Inhale forwards. Exhale, coming back into boat pose. Inhale forwards. Exhale, coming back. And if you're in boat pose, maybe you may straighten one arm, straighten the other. Bend the knees so the calves are parallel with the earth. And keep the back straight. We'll hold here. And just notice a little warmth in the thighs, in the abdomen, waking up the core. Bring the feet to the ground. And I'll come to the front. And we're going to bring the soles of the feet together. So you're becoming familiar now with Baddha Konasana or cobbler's pose. I always take the opportunity to give my feet a little rub, a little massage, a little gentle indulgence. So feeling into that in your feet. And when you've had enough of that, loop the fingers around the toes and draw the spine straight. Imagine there's a beautiful golden thread drawing the crown of the head to the seat. And feel the beauty of the push and the pull, connecting with the push of the sit bones to the earth. And notice if you're balanced evenly between the two, or whether you're tending to be on one side or the other side. We all have a preference. Allow the crown of the head to draw upwards. And then bring the knees in towards the arms. And push the arms towards the knees at the same time. So you feel a little tension between the arms and the legs. As you exhale, allow the knees to drop back down. And just notice where they fall. Perhaps there's a little more journey in them. Perhaps there isn't. Inhale, breathing in. Becoming aware, deeply aware of the tension between the arms and the legs. And then allowing the legs to fall away. Last time. Pushing one against the other, noticing how the tension between the legs and the arms radiates to the rest of the body, and then relax. Allow those knees to just fall to their comfortable place. And it may be that the little counter pressure into the arms has opened the thighs a little more. It may be it hasn't. Acceptance and awareness. We'll take a little lean forward and deepen the stretch into the inner thigh. So some of you will be able to come further forward than me. Some of you will decide to stay a little taller. Yogi's choice, listening into your body. The purpose of yoga is not to yank and to crank, but to become aware. So notice the messages your body, your spirit, your energies are sending to you. Rising back up, we'll take our right leg out and bring the sole of our left foot into our inner thigh. Take a deep breath in, bringing the arms up and overhead, drop that left hand to the ground and leaning over with the right hand. A little side stretch, noticing the right side body. Inhale, coming back up, both hands. And this time we're going to take a gentle twist. So our right hand comes to our left knee, and maybe we turn and look over our left shoulder. We'll hold here for 3 breaths. And each inhale, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, invite the body to turn a little more deeply into the twist. But notice. And if your body says, no, that's a little much for me today, then listen in. The opening will come. Awareness is a practice. Bring the hands round so we're facing back towards center. And just gently wriggle so your body's facing along the straight leg. Inhale, bring the hands up and over. And exhale, lean forward to your sweet degree. So there are no prizes to being able to wrap your hands around your feet. So come to your sweet fold. And just breathe here. Maybe draw the toes back to the face, create a little warmth along the back of the leg and the calf. Maybe you bring the right hand to the inside of the leg, swoop the left arm up. Maybe take it behind you. A little opening into the lower back. But if there's any niggling, any discomfort, then stay where you were, just coming forwards, allowing your back to open. We'll take one more breath and then inhale all the way up. Take the opposite foot out so that our legs are in a V shape. And again, just notice into your body. Everybody's hips are different, and how wide you can take your legs depends more on the shape of your pelvis, over which you have no control, than your flexibility or your fitness. So go to your sweet degree. Connect with the sit bones, the push and the pull of the sit bones to the earth, that golden thread drawing the crown of the head to the seat. Take a deep breath in and slide the hands down the legs. So we're coming into a wide leg forward fold. You can drop the head. You can stay gazing slightly forwards. But wherever you are, keep the neck down or into neutral. So I'm looking up to talk to you, but this isn't great on the cervical spine, so the back of the neck. And we'll hold here for 3 breaths. Deep breath in and a long breath out. Notice where you're feeling the stretch, whether that's in the back body, in the inner thighs, in the groin area. But notice how amazing this stretch is for lengthening through the legs. So on our next inhale, we'll rise slowly back up and bring our it's all of our right foot in towards our thigh. Inhale, bring those arms up and over. Drop the right hand to the side and stretch through, up and over the left side body. Inhale back up to center. And we'll take that beautiful twist round to the opposite side. So inhale and lengthening through the spine, and as we exhale, maybe deepening a little into the twist. But listening into our own bodies, make sure you keep your weight on both sit bones, so not twisting and lifting, but keeping grounded, rooted to the earth. Inhale, coming back to center, a little wriggle, so we're sort of facing towards the straight leg. And we'll slide down, finding our forward fold on the opposite side. So just notice again, bring your awareness fully into your physical body. And just notice if this side feels the same. Sometimes we're a little more open on one side than the other. Maybe you bring the left hand to the inside of the leg, the calf or the thigh. Maybe we bring the right arm up and behind our back and take an opening twist. Releasing that, coming back to our Baddha Konasana, soles of our feet together. Last little shape on the floor. And leaning forwards. And just noticing after our little hip opening sequence, whether there's any shift in where you are. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. Just notice, be aware. Good, come over into our tabletop position. So bringing our knees under our hips, our wrists under our shoulders. Take a moment to set up. Maybe you tuck your toes, maybe you choose to keep your feet flat. As we inhale, we'll drop our belly, bring our chest, our heart space through our arms, look up. Exhale, tuck our pelvis underneath and bring our awareness to the back body, rounding through, pushing away from the floor. Inhale, dropping the belly, looking up. And exhaling to round through. Bring our pelvis underneath. Last time, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, rounding through. This time, as we bring our spine back to neutral, we'll tuck our toes, roll our sit bones over our heels and push ourselves up into our downward dog. Remembering that downward dog is not about straight legs and heels on the floor, it is about a flat back. So push yourself away from your hands, keep a generous bend in the knees and tilt that pelvis up towards the sky. 2 breaths here. And then bend the knees, look forwards, hop, step, or jump to the top of the mat. And find your generous Uttanasana, your forward fold. This is a beautiful calming shape. So your hands may be on the feet, they may or floor, they may be supporting on the calves, or if your back is a little tweaky today, then supporting yourself on your thighs. Take a little rock from side to side, perhaps you grab opposite elbows. I'm just going to heel toe my feet a little wider so that they're about hip distance apart, and then start to roll up, one vertebrae at a time, bringing the arms up and overhead, and ignore me turning round. Exhale, hands to heart center. And then allow your hands to drop to your side. So we're finding our Tadasana, our mountain pose. So feet are approximately hip distance apart, but this is a little different for everybody. So we're thinking when we say hips, under our actual hip bones. Find the weight into the trident in your feet, base of big toe, base of little toe, and heel. And we'll take 3 breaths here. Deep breath in through the nose in your own time, and exhale through the nose. And just bring your full attention to those breaths. Last one. Allowing your body to settle to standing. We're going to come into our sun salutations today. So find yourself at the front of your mat. We'll inhale, swoop the hands overhead. Imagine lengthening through the spine, and exhale, coming forward, keeping a flat back until you come over to your forward fold. We'll inhale and lift up halfway. Keep the back flat, the neck is in line and neutral. Exhale, folding all the way back down. We'll step back with our left leg. And maybe drop the knee. Inhale, floating our arms upwards, finding our low lunge. Exhale, bring the hands down. Lift the knee, step back with the right foot, and we're rediscovering our downward dog. Rolling forward into plank or half plank. Coming back to dog. Rolling forward, and this time we're going to find our way to the mat. So we can come down into a chaturanga, or we can take our knees to the floor, chest, chin, yogi's choice. Once you get to the floor, unlock the toes, roll the shoulders, push up into cobra or to up dog, and then coming back to your downward facing dog. I'll meet you here. Inhale, float the left leg, step through, drop the knee. Rising up into Anjaneyasana on the opposite leg. Exhale back down, lift the knee, and this time hop forwards. And we find ourselves back in our forward fold and rolling all the way to the top. Take hold of your right wrist and just take another beautiful, gentle stretch over to the side. If you want to intensify that, bring the right leg to the front. Inhale back up to center, unravel and take that to the opposite side. This time bringing the left arm up and over, perhaps the right leg in front. Inhale back to center. Going to come back into our Surya Namaskar. So finding yourself back at the top of your mat. Inhale, float the hands. Exhale to fold. This time we'll step straight back into our lunge. So left leg back, drop the knee. Inhale, float the hands. Exhale, folding back down. Step back into your downward dog. Roll forward into plank or half plank. And wherever you are, find your way to the floor. So knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Lifting through the shoulders into our cobra. And either pushing from here back into tabletop onto dog, or pushing through up dog into down dog. And I'll meet everyone in downward dog. Inhale, float the left leg, step the left leg through, drop the back knee. Inhale to float the arms. Exhale to fold back down, straighten the knees, step forwards. Find your Uttanasana, your forward fold, and then with great awareness, lift the arms and back to the heart center. So ignore me turning around. This time heel toe the feet a little wider and take the arms out to shoulder height. tuck the pelvis and imagine yourself grounded into your feet. Imagine the energy flowing out from your feet, from your hands, filling the space. Tune in to each part of your body, and we'll take a deep breath in and a gentle stretch over to the side. Feeling that delicious opening into the right side body. Inhale, coming back up through center. Taking that to the opposite side. Back up through center. Hands to heart center. And heel toe the feet a little wider. And then bring the feet up so that the toes are pointing forwards. The feet are parallel with the short edges of the mat if you're on a mat. Take a deep breath in. Bring the hands to the hips, roll the shoulders. Imagine that beautiful golden thread drawing the crown of the head to the sky. Draw the navel back to the spine and lean forward, keeping that straight back. We're finding prasarita, standing forward fold. When you get to the right point, allow your back to soften, the hands to slide to their appropriate place. That might be your thighs, it might be your calves, you might come all the way to the floor. And we'll just hold here for 3 deep breaths. Just noticing. Last breath. Bring the hands back to the hips and keeping the back straight, the knees soft, start to rise up. We'll bring the hands up and overhead, bring the heels in, we'll heel toe our feet just a little narrower, but keep the toes pointing out. Take a deep breath in, and as we exhale, sinking down towards the floor, finding our yogic squat, our malasana shape, remembering you can have your heels up in a little froggy shape, your hands on the floor, if that feels easier. We'll take a deep breath here, a long breath out. Then sitting onto our bottom, either gracefully or disgracefully, bring the soles of the feet together, wrap the hands around the toes. And final time, take a deep breath in. And then just invite a little opening into the thighs, lean forwards. And notice the direction of your journey today. Notice that opening into Baddha Konasana. Feel into any changes, any differences in the experience. And it may be the opening of the hips, it may be the energy into the shape. Just take a moment to notice. Coming back up to center, take the hands to the knees, draw them together, just gently heel toe those feet apart. A little windscreen wiper one way then the other. And then coming back to your comfortable seat. Place the hands onto the knees, into the lap. Allow the eyes to soften or to close. And we'll take 3 deep breaths in and out through the nose. And as you take each breath, bring your mind, your attention fully into the awareness of the breath. Noticing how the lungs expand, how the chest lifts, how the body expands upwards and outwards, front and back. And as you exhale, notice the reverse, notice the contraction. 2 more. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. And then release the breath. Allow the natural breath of the body to receive your natural rhythm. And noticing how you are physically, energetically, emotionally at the end of your practice. Dropping our hands to the floor, we'll seal our practice in the usual way with a deep breath in, bringing our hands up and overhead, hands to heart center. And taking a final deep breath, chanting the mantra of Om. Om. Bowing to each other from my heart to yours. Om Shanti Namaste. As we rise up, rub the palms together, gather in the awareness of our practice and place that awareness over our eyes. Notice where the hands touch the brows, touch the cheekbones. And when you're ready, gently back your eyes open into the palms of your hands. Allow the hands to fall away from the face. And bring your awareness back into this space. Thank you everyone for practicing with me today, whether you're live or on replay, you're completely welcome. I will see you again on Monday.